futures on the US benchmark indices are trading mixed. The US dollar edged up on Tuesday. The dollar versus loonie pair is trading at the lower border of the downtrend. Investors are keeping track of corporate earnings reports. Leading American banks began the season of financial records. Futures on the Dow Jones were 0.38% lower. The S&P 500 inched down 0.11%. The Nasdaq futures are the only derivatives to trade higher, having grown by 0.81%. Yesterday, the Nasdaq composite index jumped 2.56% on the back of soaring Apple stock, its main driving force. Apple stock surged over 6% on Monday. In the American pre-market today, it's extending a rally with a 1.4% climb in anticipation of the event at which Apple is going to roll out new iPhone models. Traders are keeping close tabs on quarterly financial records by the U.S. major banks. Net profit of JP Chase slumped by 39% in annual terms to nearly $17 billion. Likewise, net profit of Citigroup contracted twice on a yearly basis to about $7 billion. Investors had been braced for worse results for the third quarter, so JP shares gained 2% in the American pre-market, while Citigroup's shares are trading 2.3% up. Today, the US CPI is also on investors' radars. Consumer prices in the US are expected to rise 1.4% in September year-on-year. Headline inflation stands at 0.2% on month. Global investors are fretted about a suspended stimulus package and the looming presidential election in the US. A lot of investors are anticipating Joe Biden's victory because he will push forward with larger financial aid to shore up the pandemic-hit economy. In the early European trade, the US dollar is carrying on with its advance slowly but surely. Its index showed a 0.1% uptick to trade at 93.22. It bounced back from a three-week low of 92.99 that was hit on Friday. The euro-dollar pair is 0.2% down. The dollar-yen pair edged up 0.1%. The risk-exposed Australian dollar lost about 0.5%. Nevertheless, the US dollar's growth is subdued amid the positive background for riskier assets. The dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair is trading at the lower border of the downtrend, that is 1.3145. The reason behind the stunning rally of the US stocks yesterday is the evidence that the stimulus bill will be approved, no matter who will win the election. The soonest approval of the bill by the House of Representatives ensures a steady rally of the US stocks. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is forging ahead with his stimulus plan with a view of raising the odds for a second term. However, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi calls Trump's latest stimulus proposal grossly inadequate. One thing is obvious, that the parties will hardly be able to settle the deal until November the 3rd. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.